Okay. Are you ready? Are you ready for a whole load of ranting and absolute... I can't even... I'm going to try and put my words together, but we're going to look at the trailer, and then we're going to discuss a couple of things that have been happening and the impact of what all of this actually means for King of Fighters 15. It's really nuts in a way, and I think we're going to have a long discussion about this, but what I really want to just say is just like SNK is doing really well in just messing us all up. All our expectations are really... they're really being shattered. Some people did predict this. Okay, great, but there's a lot more to it than just that. And this is something you might have remembered. I said something about this earlier, and I'm going to come back to that. So let's start with the trailer. Okay. Okay. Right, we know who it is, but I'm probably going to pause it.
Sacred treasures.
Right, hold on. Right. You just like, stop, wait, what? Oh my god, right? Hold on. It's not even, hey, look, we're going to tell you this might be Chizuru. It's like, boom, no. The main focus is it's Team Sacred Treasures. And you're just like, what? What is going on? Hold on a minute. It's not even Chizuru's trailer. It's Team Sacred Treasures. That's the big punch in the face that SNK is giving you. Just like, what? Slap. Wait, what were you expecting? Slap. Right, hold on a second. Now, okay, let me just get there. All right, hold on. I'm supposed to be thinking about Chizuru. No, Team Sacred Treasures. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to focus on Chizuru, but somehow something else is slightly distracting me right now. And there's a whole load of stuff about to happen with the story. And I'm just like, what? And this is going to be a mess, right? But, you know, okay, let's go back to Chizuru. She's got the big hands, she's got the big hair, she's got the big sleeves as usual, and she's also got the buttons, right? It's very interesting because we'll get to that point. Right. But yeah, Crane, right? Crane versus the sun and the moon and Terry the stars. I don't know. Let's go on. Oh my god. Hold up. That's already something else, which is amazing, right? And I've actually managed to pause it on the right spot, right? Look here, right? You got a cityscape, right? But more importantly, to the fans, you've got Isaka Station. That's Isaka Station, and it's closed for expansion. And you're like, this is great. I can't, say that the SNK building right there is accurate. In fact, that city, I'm not even sure that whole city block is accurate. But the point is, the station is there. And if you know your SNK, you know Isaka Station is iconic, right? And having SNK in the background for stages is fantastic. I mean, it's kind of corny in a way if you think about it. But over the years, fans have come to really love this because... we grew up, we got some money, we got to travel, right? So you can travel to destinations that you've seen in video games and go, look, it's me, I'm here. And it's like, fictional stuff, which is great, right? But when you've got real places, you've got, your family's like, well, if you have, your family, your girlfriend, your wife, whatever, your partners, your whatever, your friends, and just like, yeah, where should we go? And you're like, oh, just Tokyo sounds cool. And then you go, I'm just going to go to Osaka for a bit. And I'm going to go to Osaka for just a bit and take a picture of myself for no real reason at all. And then you go home, you look at your photos and go, yeah, I was there, man. I was there. This is a great move, I think, from SNK. Right, stop ranting. Let's move on to the next bit. But and I've got a link on the website somewhere where you can see all the places, all the real places that you've seen in video games, all right? You can go visit them. There's a list of them in the world, right? And it's another thing. You're proper geeking out, right? But it's a really awesome thing to do if you like traveling, right? It's great. Right, moving on. Right, couple things, and I'm not going to take the credit. Steal the credit rather. I did see a few of these things commented on on social media. I can't remember who did it, but I'm just saying it's not me. We can't see it right here, but the buttons do have the Crane logo on them, and it's quite interesting because you think about merchandising and representing her stuff, right? You got the sun, you got the moon. The mirror has always been an interesting point because it should be really it's not a shiny thing, it's actually a round kind of shield kind of logo, but so far they've presented Chizuru as the crane, and it's a really weird way for everything to fit, but hey, it's more, I guess, more original than just having a round circle with a few dots in it. So okay, cool. But the moves that she's doing, wait, hold on. No, she's got that. I think she's got that kick. Yeah, I didn't do my research. I'm not going to do like side-by-side comparison, maybe in the bill will do that or something, right? But I'm just like, no, man, I'm just going to talk about the video. But some of the moves are different. That one, yeah, that one's the same. That one is not, right? That one is not. Oh, hello. Jumping. Where are you looking? Why is she looking that way? Well, why not? It's quite funny. Wait, is that? I don't know. You can tell me. Hey, this is the point of discussion, right? I don't. Yeah, no, it's not. If that's a jump, is that jumping? It looks like a heavy move, right? Her jumping C, right? Jumping hard punch was really funny looking. She would be like flying out like to the side, like she was doing a flying kick, but it was a flying chop. So this one's a bit more, I don't know, natural perhaps. It's okay. I'm not really upset. Hold on. Actually, what is a really important move is actually frame by frame. We don't need frame by frame. Hold on. There's the grab, which is nice. But this move is actually very, very. Behold, Iori's holy dick. Iori's going to heaven again. I'm like, guys, come on. But anyway, whatever. Right. Sorry. So you might have seen that tweet before with Kyo, but now Chizuru's just like, pow, banish Iori. Oh no. Why is this video happening to me? Why? But anyway, the whole point was the crouching C. Is an extremely strong move for Chizuru. I don't know about the hitbox right now, but Iori's definitely feeling it. But we're going to talk a little bit more about her gameplay now. We're talking about it now, right? People right now are, getting very excited about Chizuru, the old school especially. And the thing is that from what I remember, actually not a lot of people actually use Chizuru. And the reason for that is she's not a conventional fireball uppercut character. She's got an uppercut. Everyone's like, yeah, uppercut. Phew! And then she had a reflector and everyone was like, And that we're going to see what other moves she's got here, because then I will explain why people don't really want to use her. Grab, yeah. Jump kick. I guess that was an overhead, right? Because he just went crunch there. Hold on. Slide, of course. The slide and the crouching heavy punch. That thing killed people. Enough. In a really simple way, a bit like Chris. It killed people. It was like, what? How do I get past this? Okay, I completely missed the overhead, but I'm sure it looked like an overhead. And she did have an overhead in the original, right? And yeah, just to say, when Chizuru plays, I'll say this again, but when Chizuru plays online and there's a bit of lag, yes, we will talk about, the rollback in a second, right? But when Chizuru has a bit of lag, you're dead, okay? In 98, if Chizuru has a bit of lag and you can't respond and you can't look at the screen and see what she's doing, you are dead. And that was we had some fantastic matches online. Shout outs to yesterday, Dako, and we're the same people, by the way, and Shanghai playing online. We did the good old days, guys. Anyway, so the normals are there. Taunt. Here we go. The sealer, right? Classic. That was a classic combo. That's the sealer. Normally after that, you are not going to be able to do moves. Notice that Kyozen having a little blue glow. What's happening here? Everyone's like pretty convinced about max mode and stuff. I'm not so sure, and I'm still going to remain skeptical about what exactly they're doing with this mode. I'm like, I don't know. I'm not going to assume anything here, but I'm like, we've seen the cancels, okay, but an actual max mode, not really. And yeah, those two muscle heads at the back, yeah, they're having a bit of a Weiler situation going on with huge trapezoids, and yeah, well, anyway. There's the reflector move. That move, oh, it was nice to see it can combo, but that move normally will reflect a fireball. Oh, he's looking a bit better. It's 3D and the angles, it's very, very dependent. No, our views are very dependent on how we see the 3D models from a particular angle. So as you can see right now, that the guy looks cool. He's fine. But the other one is like doing that is looked a bit, but there we are. And I think the ladies in the back, they looked quite basic. I don't know if I can't really see if they're progressing in any way at the moment, but I think they will look a lot better in the final release. Now let's see the one move that I want to see. There's the uppercut. They haven't shown the move that I really want to see so far, but okay, super in the. That looks extremely fast. I mean, it was fast, but that move, right? If you're sitting down and then, right, they haven't shown Chizuru actually moving during this move, and that's very important. I mean, it's very important because if she can't move, I think she can, but they're not showing it, because if she can move, things get very, very nasty indeed. One of the classic situations is that your opponent is sitting down blocking, blah, blah, blah. You do the super, and then you jump up and kick them to break their guard, and then they get hit by all the multiple people. Chizuru is a... When you know how to use Chizuru, things change completely, right? But I still haven't seen one move. Let me just see that one more time. So I think Chizuru's not frozen. I think they're just not gonna distract you with her movement. But I think she can move, and when she does, that thing is gonna get nasty, right? Yeah. That's it. That's what I wanted to see. This is the move I wanted to see. Although at this point it's knocking down, which is a little bit. Let's see that one more time. Yeah, it knocked down. Okay. Now, Chizuru has this move where she sends forward the shadow of herself, or herself. Clone. No, it's not a clone. It's more like a shadow, right? And the mix-up, that's an interesting pose for Kyo there. there's some quite funny hit animations and poses from some of the characters. Like Benimura literally is like flying when he gets hit by Joe. You'll see it. But the thing is, she had like two forms. She had one that's a decoy and one that actually hits. So this is the hitting one. But of course, it's the decoy that makes us very, very interested. And I just want to let it play out. Okay. I guess we're going time for the climax, or whatever we're going to call it. Yeah. Okay. So.
Shatter all expectations.
Wait a minute. Has that changed? Has that logo changed? That logo looks a bit different, doesn't it? Doesn't it? I don't know. Maybe it's just engraved a different way. But no, there's something different about this. Hold on a minute. What's that on the left? Okay, I'm scratching my head, guys. Ladies and gents, let me know what you think's going on. But I think I'm seeing something here, and I'm not seeing it. The F is there. The big F is here in the middle. And then I'm seeing some engraving bits, like a comb, or just maybe just engravings. I don't know. And then on the right, there's a bit of a circular bit here. I don't know if that's the mirror or something going on here. No, there's something else going on here with this logo, guys. Let me know what your detective senses are telling you. Wait, what? something's going on here. I think we're being given a clue. And there's a flame up here. I think we've got several bits added to this logo. I don't know. But something's going on here. This flame is kind of in... I can't say it's in the wrong place, but it just feels like it's actually something else. That's... Look, because look, the F, right, goes down here, and then there's something behind it. And you're like, what was that? Well, I don't know. That's something to think about. But just to finish, right, I'm going to go back to this. Right, that's not really the super. It's really more about her shadow. This one knocks down, and this is what I want to explain about why Chizuru actually wasn't that popular when she was released. I mean, she turned up in 1996. She was a boss. You know, you could play her in Neo Geo CD version, but she just, you know, again, she wasn't a fireball uppercut character. One of the reasons that makes Chizuru extremely strong character is her mix-ups. So when you're playing at home, playing versus computer, it's not really the same because the AI doesn't respond to mix-ups in the same way like a real person does. So the point was, Chizuru could send out her shadow, her after image or whatever you want to call it, and then she would appear on the other side of you, like for example after you've been knocked down, and then you're like trying to figure out, hold on, which Chizuru is the real one? And then you're like, and then of course Chizuru's going to think about hitting you crouching or doing an overhead or something really slow. But back in the day where it's like, oh, how do I block an overhead? So that they haven't really shown me, but I think I'm going to assume that it is in the game. And well, it's a 1:14. Could have done like 2 more seconds to show us the mix-ups, but okay, fair enough. But I reckon it's going to be in the game, and when that move comes in, yeah, I think people are going to enjoy playing her more. I think players have evolved a lot more since 1996, so that the way that we play now, we're more accustomed to doing things like mix-ups and setting people up for getting hit in the back. So I think she's going to be actually a very strong and very much more popular character than she was before, when everyone was playing at home, playing versus the CPU, and like going, well, I don't really see the point of this character because CPU's just blocking everything, and I don't have a fireball, right? She's going to be different. But one of the things that we have noticed is that things don't really seem that different in this KOF. It's lacking so far innovation. And I think this is kind of on purpose, and this actually ties into the whole point of this, right? As soon as you saw this, you're like, okay, Chizuru's here. Bam, Team Sacred Treasures, and there's the logo. You see it over here, right? You're like, hold on. What are we doing here? Because this is not an innovation. This is going backwards. You've got Kyo's outfit. This is going backwards. Iori, arguably, it's also going backwards because it's very similar to the Striker, another Striker costume. Chizuru is not even different. It's the same outfit. It's all going back. And going back is not a bad thing. It's a golden thing because we're going back to the golden age. And this is what is blowing my mind right now, because I said, oh no, Sacred Treasures, nah, they're not going to do that. They might bring in Chizuru, but I said, they'll probably have that as an edit for a cool ending and stuff. That would be awesome. I like that idea. But this is the new KOF. We have a new hero team. We have new, audiences that you want to get. Expectations have been shattered. This is the Sacred Treasure. And as I think as Revoker's pointed out, this team overshadows quite a lot of every other team. No, it overshadows everything for the old school, for the old... sorry, just putting it like this, you're just like, excuse me, what? Hold on. This is an official team. Okay, you know what? Just thinking right now, it's still... I mean, no. I'm just thinking maybe this could be another ploy because SNK is doing a really good job right now of messing with people. It's like they're just watching the social media. They bring out, what was it, Iori, and then they put Joe afterwards. And you're just like, aha, and they start trolling, and you just don't know where you stand right now. And I think that is fantastic, right? Some people can criticize SNK for not being very transparent, but right now they are creating a lot of buzz, and some of it's negative. But the point is, there's a buzz, there's a hype, there's a lot of interest going on what is going on. We don't really know. This still could be, as I said, an edit team. But if you look at the official page, I think if you look at the official KOF page, this is actual team. This is actually part of the storyline. And I'm like, hold on. So you've got Shune, Mitenkun, and Benny, and you're like, well, hold on. So what? Are these guys the protagonists or what? Because, bruv, when you put them next to Sacred Hero teams, Sacred Treasure teams, it's like, no, bye-bye. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about this. And I'm starting to think that King of Fighters 15 is looking like a real home crowd pleaser. It's now, I don't know, I could be totally wrong, and SK is like really leading me around, but it looks like they are going back to their roots. They're going back to making the hardcore fans really happy with the whole just nostalgia back in your face, everything that you love back in here, and that's it. Everything that you want, all the stuff that the fans want so far looks like it's here. The only thing that's missing at the moment right now are your teammates in the background. And of course, you're going to have some extra new moves and stuff, of course, right? But Chizuru, it's like, yeah, a bit, she's the same. It's like, well, Kyo and Iori, they're like, well, we're kind of same, but kind of a little bit updated. But Chizuru doesn't seem to do anything particularly new, which is a little disappointing, but she's here. I guess that's the main thing. But I'm like, what is going to happen next? I cannot predict anything right now, and that's actually a wonderful place to be. Now, of course, we need to talk about the impact of the dev roundtable, where the SNK did not announce rollback, and the thing is, they didn't announce it, and they didn't say they're not going to announce it. So again, like SNK has been doing recently, it could be a ploy to make us just talk more and get very, very angry before they, let us not let us down, but let us get more relaxed with the whole rollback thing. But it's just depressing. It's just depressing and stressing and stressful that they did not announce rollback. I mean, maybe they didn't have an opportunity. I don't know, talking about Wi-Fi apparently and stuff. I'm like, but it's left a bad taste in my mouth. I have to say, I'm just like, whoa. I mean, but it's just weird because after all the times like you've seen Oda and SNK like react to the King of Fighters, Garu with rollback, 97 with rollback, 2002 with rollback, you're like, you guys know it's clearly obvious that rollback is the way to go. It's clearly obvious, right? So you're just like, you can't possibly tell us now that you're gonna have King of Fighters 15 without rollback. It's like, nah, come on, you're pulling our leg here. Nah, but it is worrying though. It's very worrying. But maybe that's what they want to do. They want to stress us out and get us to start going crazy. So if you've seen, there is a little hashtag going around right now, even in Japan. If you use the wonderful hashtag SNK rollback, you can add a little pressure to SNK for them to see that. And, of course I'm saying be nice, be respectful, but ask for it. Just comment. You can just comment on it. It doesn't mean, you'd have to shout when you're saying this, but just use this while you talk about netcode and King of Fighters 15 to get this to the attention. And again, this might be a ploy from SNK, just like, yeah, we know. But if they don't, man, holy crap, we're going to be pretty disappointed. And Again, I don't think it's gonna, really impact the initial sales of the game that much. I think the game is going to do fine, but for us who actually want to play the game afterwards, after all the casuals have left, well, we kind of need good netcode, and rollback is just proven to be the best netcode. So that's it. So what else is there to say about this very, very interesting trailer? Well, again, expectations have been shattered. Chizuru is back. We've got a new team. I don't know what the heck they're going to do with the new hero team next to this. I'm like, what? Are you joking, right? New audience, whatever. Nah, I think they're done with this, but who knows? Could be wrong again and they're going to do something else. But I mean, wow. And I'm like, what? You're not really going to revive the Orochi thing, because the Orochi thing is already done with. It's at the end of King of Fighters 14, Orochi tried to come back and he got sealed. So Sacred Treasures, I mean, that was the whole Orochi storyline. So now, for them to get together to go investigate, you look at the SNK story official page. It tells you the storyline so far. They're going to investigate what has caused this, and I'm like, okay, but it's not part of the mythology. It's not. I mean, the verse thing is completely something different. So I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what they're going to do. You guys can tell me what you think is going to happen, but I think that's enough ranting from me. I've done this for 26 minutes. I'm so sorry, but I had to get it off my chest. But yeah, I hope you've got some material now to talk about in the comments. Let us know what you think, and I'm sorry for rambling on, but that's what you get. So if you want more of this, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next reveal. Take it easy, everybody. This is Gunny, and I'll see you next time.